This is a 52-inch Hunter original ceiling fan dated May of 1981, model 22450. It was originally 2-speed, however I've converted it to a 3-speed fan. This one has the Adaptaire blades. You'll see the lever right here. If you will turn it counterclockwise, it reverses the pitch to updraft. Turning it clockwise reverses the pitch to downdraft, the normal operation. And you can also set it anywhere in between, and it will run there, and you can vary the breeze based on that as well. You can theoretically set it at no pitch, however it'd be obviously useless to run the fan that way. I'll go ahead and start it off on low. The low I created by adding a capacitor to the, I wired a capacitor into the medium speed, or the fan's original low speed rather, and added a 3-speed pull switch. So this is the new low speed. If you start the fan up from off and put it on the low speed, it takes forever to wind up because the motor is so big. Low is probably going to go around 45 RPM or so. Again, I put the little tape markers there to maybe show you on the video in case it gets too blurry. We'll go ahead and put it on medium. This is going to be the original low of the fan. There's a bit of wobble. The blades, when I got this fan, it was set on its blades, so the brackets may be out of alignment a little bit. At least they're bent. The two that are bent are opposite each other, so that cuts down the wobble a little bit. Again, this is medium speed, the original low speed of the fan. It's probably going to go about 130 or so RPM. Again, the RPMs are an estimation. Don't have any way to officially measure them. But it's from looking at these for years and years and years. I believe it's a learned thing to figure out RPM. Then I'll go ahead and put it on high. I was going to run at least 200, maybe even 210 RPM. Very powerful fan, obviously. 52-inch Hunter originals. Some of the best in the business. You may notice some noise. I put these on without putting, I'm out of rubber washers, so any kind of hum or vibration is probably being amplified through the blades. Once I get some rubber washers, maybe try to work on the brackets a little bit, I might make a second video. I'm going to go ahead and stop the fan now, and I'll go ahead and reverse it. Well, they say that both the reverse air and the Adaptaire, they adjust to 15 degrees blade pitch either way. I'm still convinced that the blade pitch is a little more steep on reverse, and I realize part of that is an optical illusion. For whatever reason, you see a fan that's got the blades reverse pitched, they seem a little more steeper. I don't know if it's because we're used to seeing it the other way or what. But with the reverse air, you take a real close look at the bracket, and you can probably figure out that it pitches more on reverse. As well as watching the speed, fans don't want to seem to go as fast, and that's especially noticeable with 38-inch reverse airs. They have the small motor and those big heavy brackets. The fan goes noticeably slower on reverse. I'm thinking with this Adaptaire here, it's that way as well. The low is pretty much the same speed, but when I put it on medium here, it doesn't seem to quite want to go as fast as it did on medium in downdraft. maybe just a little bit slower. It seemed maybe 115, 120 RPM or so. Maybe just a little bit, maybe a degree more. Speeds are pretty comparable though, and then on high, it's still running about 200 RPM or so, not much difference. So if it's pitched more on reverse, it's not by much. As I said, maybe a degree or so. But and again, this noise is probably from me not having rubber washers on the blades. But it's one of the coolest fans I've ever picked up. I like the originals and antique brass in particular. I just, for some reason, I think it's better looking antique brass than on a lot of fans. But yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase, especially, you know, I got it off of Craigslist. And again, it wasn't in that great of a shape when I got it. The original blades were broken, just missing the mounting hardware. And it also had a light kit that was rather banged up. This is actually from another, this switch cap here is from a Fasco, and that I had no use for, and it was missing some parts and whatnot. So again, this has been a 52-inch Hunter original Adaptaire, Robbins and Myers, and it's one of many Hunter originals that I've been fortunate to get in my possession here recently, and hopefully be able to either sell them or put them up in my own home. So thanks again for watching. Have a good evening.